Episode 3, The Lowborn and the Peasant. Excuse me, Your Majesty. I think you are being utterly unfair and you are oh my word. I'm sorry, I'm butchering this. I think you are being utterly unfair and you are an ingrate. Stop, Blair. Shocked by your insult, the king and the queen sprung from their thrones. You dare insult the king of Athenia? Kneel. We ain't kneeling to you, bitch. I mean the B word. I will not kneel. This is about what is right. And you are in the wrong, Your Majesty. Please forgive us, Your Majesty. My lady-in-waiting is not well. She is not in her right mind. I am totally sane, Your Majesty. Lady Salona may not have some fancy attire like the others, but she still deserved a chance. Exactly, like you old woman. A good king is supposed to be fair. Instead, you took one glance at Lady Salona and made your decision. How can you rule a kingdom with such judgments, where I come from? Enough! Royal guards, take them away and lock them in the dungeon. Right away, Your Majesty. I want to drop kick Mara so hard. I hate her so much. Wait till I snatch that tiara off your head, girl. The royal guard grabbed Salona's arm and dragged her to the doorway. Leave Salona alone. We fight. We gonna fight you. It is useless to resist. Let Salona go. She has nothing to do with this. I am only here to take you to the dungeon by the king's order. Desperate to save Salona, you throw a quick punch at the royal guard. Without looking, the royal guard swayed his body away from your swift attack. He's so quick. Girl, get him. This is outrageous. Throw this savage into the dungeon and break her legs. Ooh, Mara, fighting words. Fighting words. Please, Your Majesty, I will take sole responsibility for the actions of my lady-in-waiting. Blair knows nothing. I do not wish to hear more. Get them out of my sight. She's such an old... You're a hag. You're an old hag. I can't force my way out. We're gonna appeal to King Cletus, y'all. Realizing you cannot fight your way out, you calm your nerves. King Cletus is looking at you. You can sense a slight hint of amusement in his eyes. Well, if he's not as angry as I think he is, maybe I can still reason with him. I was not wise with my words. I was not wise with my actions or words. I am to be blamed. Please let Lady Salona go, Your Majesty. She had no part in my rebellious behavior. I am ready to face the consequences of my action. I will resist no longer. As you look at King Cletus, his eyes are locked on yours. You can't quite read his mind. Feeling a little intimidated, you look away. Y'all, I cannot speak today. What is your name? My name is Blair, Your Majesty. I take it you were not raised among nobility? What you trying to say, whipped cream? I grew up in a farm, Your Majesty. A lowly peasant. Why I'm not surprised. Girl, if you don't shut up, I will shove that spiky necklace where the sun does not shine. Okay? And then I'll rip that tiara off your head, like the hag you are. House Doran is one of the lesser nobles. It is not unusual for them to pick a peasant to be her lady-in-waiting. Come forward, Salona. Oh my gosh, I hate her so much. You two are very loyal to each other. Dang right we are. It is a refreshing sight to see such genuine friendship and nobility, let alone in the palace. Right, because Mara ain't got no friends except friggin', like, crazy people. Salona will make a good consort with her kind heart. What do you think, my queen? We don't care what she thinks. My king, Salona is indeed a good woman, but this peasant was like a wild stallion. She has no place in the palace. Girl, you're a peasant. So shut up. Isn't it your duty to discipline the woman in my palace? You glance at King Cletus as he talks to the queen, but his eyes are still fixated on you. Of course, Your Majesty. Blair has shown a lack of respect and courtesy to our king. While our king is kind enough to spare her life, I hereby declare Blair will serve in the palace without compensation until the next winter. Girl, just wait till I punish you. In addition to your court duties during the day, you are to carry out the duties of a maid at night. Big deal. I'm piecing out in a couple weeks. This is probably in my favor anyway. Now I have a good excuse to snoop around the palace at night. Don't you yawn at me. I think I have seen enough women today. End the draft early, Charles. Yes, your majesty. I'll get right on it. Why don't you take the new consorts to their chambers, my queen? Of course, your majesty. Follow me, consorts. I will need some time to make the arrangements. I'm sorry, but she's so annoying, so I feel like I have to read it in an annoying voice. What do you think of the new consorts, Josh? It is not my place to judge, your majesty. I grant you permission to do so. Well, I demand you to do so. Bro, you are so weird. Like, what? I cannot give a fair judgment even if I try, your majesty. All I recall is one particularly bold lady-in-waiting trying to strike me. You think it's funny, but wait till I drop-kick you. I have all these women groveling to me every day and night. Most of them are highborn. Madame Raquel was even a princess. I never expected a woman to openly oppose me, especially a peasant. Well, we don't like you, that's why. The queen has very effective disciplinary methods. She hasn't seen my disciplinary methods, let me tell you that. A determined woman like her, she will not submit to Mara's ways. Darn right she won't. She is rather captivating. If she has caught the attention of my king, she must be very beautiful. Right, unlike Mara. She literally wears expensive clothing, and he will not take a second look at her. Must be rough. Her beauty is no less than that of Roxanne or Salona, I can tell you that much. Right, because Mara's not even in the same playing field. Old and wrinkly. I need some fresh air. Ready my horse. Yes, your majesty. Oh my gosh, even her face aggravates me. Your clothing will be delivered to your chambers shortly. Remember, you do not request an audience with the king. The king will summon you as he wishes. Consort Roxanne, your knight attendance training will start tomorrow. Yes, my queen. As for you, Consort Salona, seek out Madame Raquel for your knight attendance training. Until your mentor deems your training completed, you will not be chosen to serve the king. I understand, my queen. Mara, you are so petty. I shall retire to my chamber. You two should get some rest, too. It has been a long day. I am not young anymore. Yeah, yes, we know by the wrinkles. And by the fact that your husband has nothing to do with you. My queen is still young and beautiful. We cannot compare. Girl, shut up. You're just as old as her. Aren't you a flatterer? Yeah, an annoying one. I speak the truth. Truth of denial. Sleep well, my queen. Y'all, she looks like a piece of candy. Like what? Well, if it isn't the lowborn and her unmuzzled mongrel. If I'm unmuzzled, wait till I bite you. Blair's my lady-in-waiting. You... Have you not heard the queen? She is a maid. Oh, shut up, Candy. I will chop off that that braid of yours. An unpaid one, too. I will mark your pretty face, and the king will not want you no more. That what you want? Little wench is lucky enough to even be allowed in the palace. Oh, I'm gonna dropkick this girl. Lady Roxanne, we are both consorts now. Do not insult me, lowborn. I am the daughter of Duke Benedict. That's not something to be proud of. Time to shut her pie hole up. We'll just talk her down. My lady, we ain't as petty as this B-word is. Please consider the fact that it is the king's decision to have you both as his new consorts. If there is no peace within the court, the king and the queen will be troubled. What is your point? My lady Salona was chosen for her kindness and acceptance. That implies what our king likes in women. Right, and Roxanne, you have none of those qualities. My lady, you are highborn and beautiful, but is that enough? No, it's not. Would you risk losing the king's affection just for this? Well, you are not even worth my time anyway. Okay, and yet you had to say all that? You're not worth our time, so get out of my face. Candy, show me to my chamber. Yes, my lady. Y'all, just you wait till I get up the ranks. How are you holding up? Honestly, I am still in shock. Why were you willing to risk your life for me? You barely know me. I didn't know why either. For some reason, I feel very attached to you. I feel the same, except you actually look like my best friend. Now that I think about it, we did say we would die for each other. I can't wait to go back. She must be thinking I am dead. Don't worry, Blair. We have come this far. You will find the journal. Totally. At least the worst is over now. Come, let's go check out our chamber. Oh boy. Is that Zeddy? I think it's Zeddy, y'all. The chamber is all cleaned up, my lady. Your formal attire is in the vanity. The queen arranged maid clothing for your lady-in-waiting. Blair is still my lady-in-waiting during the day. It is just clothing. If I am to carry out maid duties at night, it is probably for the best. I will make it up to you, I promise. We understand Blair is very important to my lady. We will just leave the easy tasks for her. Thank you. What is your name? My name is Zeddy, my lady. I will not forget your kindness, Zeddy. My lady is very kind, like the last consort who lived here. I'm so sorry, my lady. I should not have brought it up. Who lived here? Why did she move out? It is forbidden to talk about Consort Amy by the Queen's order. Girl, if you knew me, I don't care about the Queen's order. We're gonna persuade Zeddy to tell the truth. Why is it forbidden? What happened to Consort Amy was very bad, and the truth will scare new consorts like my lady. I can handle the truth. We will not tell anyone. You can trust us. Yes, you have my word. Could you please tell us what happened? As you wish, my lady. Consort Amy did not move out, my lady. She took her own life just 2 days ago. Those awful concubines, Bianca and Penelope. What happened? Consort Amy caught the king's eye with her exceptional beauty and dancing skills. After her first night attendance, she was promoted to concubine. Unfortunately, she made the mistake of offending concubine Bianca and Penelope just the day before her ceremony. As Consort Amy was not officially a concubine yet, concubine Bianca and Penelope took the opportunity to discipline her. The punishment was 35 slaps, but they sent Consort Amy to the guardsmen. To please concubine Bianca, the guardsmen carried out the punishment with extra effort. Did they? Yes, they made sure Consort Amy's remarkable beauty was no longer. This is so messed up. She didn't have to take her own life for this. Without the affection of the king or the queen, Consort Amy was just wasting away in her chamber. A consort without power or influence is even worse than being a maid like me in the palace. I have always known the world is unfair, but this is something else. We should be careful with concubine Bianca and Penelope then. Concubine Bianca is a crowned concubine and the half-sister of Madame Dolores. Concubine Penelope and concubine Bianca are close. So Madame Dolores is even higher ranked than concubine Bianca? Yes, Queen Mara is crowned the ruby tiara. The two madams under Queen Mara are Madame Dolores and Madame Raquel. Madame Raquel is crowned the amber tiara, and Madame Dolores is crowned the azure tiara. As the Queen said, Madame Raquel will be your mentor, my lady. Madame Raquel does not like to be disturbed, but I'm sure she will make an exception for my lady. Thank you for telling me everything, Zeddy. You are too kind, my lady. I shall take my leave and tend to my duties. Take care, my lady. What's next? The Queen basically arranged us to live in a dead consort's chamber. She's doing it on purpose to haunt us. Right, because she's petty. Living in a deceased consort's chamber will probably give us bad luck. Right, the queen is such a petty old hag. That's what I've been saying. Be very careful what you say or do in the palace, Blair. Girl, I don't care. Much more catch me. I'll punish her myself. Anyone can be listening to us right now. We have to look out for ourselves from now on. Consort Amy's misfortune was just a warning. I will be very careful from this point onward. I will even hide my anger and pride just for your sake. It won't be so bad. The less attention you draw, the easier for you to do what you have to do. That is true. We should change into our formal attire now. Maid clothing. Yay. Don't wait. Just you wait, Mara. You're going to be wearing less than maid clothing. How do I look? Be honest. You are a beautiful woman, Blair. You will look good in any clothing. Not as good as you. At least the queen let you keep your house color. I should tell you something, Blair. Yes? You are not allowed to bathe here or share my bed. It is considered inappropriate in the palace, and you can be punished for doing those. You know, this palace has some really weird rules, and once I get that ruby tiara and snatch it off Mara's head, it's gonna be way different. I can sleep on the floor, but where should I bathe? Or bath. Whatever. You will share the bath with other ladies in waiting. Not that I mind sharing, but my hair. Wearing this wig makes my head hella itchy. I need to wash my hair soon. Maybe you can use my bath when it is very late and no one is around. No, no, no. No, no, too risky. I will work something out. I always find a way out. I never doubt that. Remember, when it is just us, we are friends. In front of other people, you have to act like a proper lady in waiting. Gotcha. Let's get settled in. We will resume your Athenian training tomorrow. How exciting. I cannot wait. Glad to see you are back to your normal self. We always are normal self? What you mean? Time passed by as you assisted Salona with various court duties. Until sundown. Zeddy, greetings. I'm Raven. You must be Consort Salona's lady-in-waiting. I am indeed, but for now I am a maid. She is a good person, just like Consort Salona. I am glad to hear that. How should we address you? Just call me Blair. Nice to meet you, Blair. So what do I do here? We are to dust off this balcony tonight. We have to make sure there is no dust when the king and the queen sit anywhere around here. Last time, the queen got a bit of dust on a ruby gown. We got whipped 20 times each. Don't worry, she will have like 100 times that amount by the time we get that tiara. Holy crap. Not to worry, we will dust this balcony together. We shall not waste a moment longer. Agreed, let us do this. The three of you spent hours scrubbing every tiny corner of the balcony. Thanks to your previous karate training at night, you can handle this amount of physical work. As time goes by, you start to sweat and your arms feel sore. Midnight. We are done here. You did a great job, Blair. I feel like my bones are leaving my body. You will get used to it. We will get easier duties tomorrow. I shall see about that. It's late. You should go rest up for your lady-in-waiting duties tomorrow. I'm so thirsty. Is there any clean water nearby? If you head north and go through the bushes, you will see a lake. Indeed, no one goes there this late. It is a little dark, though. Be careful. I will, thank you. We will meet again tomorrow night. Good night, Blair. Good night. Y'all, this palace is rich and they cannot afford a maid, shared shower room. Like, come on. My head is so freaking itchy. Must wash hair. Ugh. Yes. I miss the feeling of wind blowing on my hair. What was my hair like? Alright, y'all, we'll be back. Alright, y'all, we just, changed our hair to like whatever because we took our wig off. You take off your wig and maid clothing and walk into the lake. The chilly water sips through your toes and cools off every inch of your body. You feel the still water washing away your tiredness and sore. I could get used to this. Who's there? Oh boy. Alright, y'all, we are back for episode 4 of Ruby Tiara. Alright. Episode 4, Misfortunes. I could get used to this. Who's there? Who is skulking around the palace this late at night? Damn it, it's that stupid royal guard. My wig is off and I'm naked. Did he not see me because it's too dark? Maybe if I slowly sink down and swim away. I can hear you. Show yourself. What should I do? I'm gonna just tell him the truth. I was just taking a bath here. Could you please just leave me alone? You are that lady in waiting who resisted capture during the draft. Blair, right? Yes, I did nothing wrong this time. Leave me alone. As a matter of fact, you are not allowed to bathe out here. Do you have to be this much of a jerk? You do realize I am not dressed. I don't care if you are dressed or not. I can't even see you. I can see you, you stupid. Fine, get dressed. I will be at the other side of the bush when you are done. Don't even think about running away. You have some explaining to do. Fine. After putting your maid clothing back on, you reach for your white wig, but a strand of wig hair is caught in the weed on the ground. Unaware of the tangled strand of wig hair and weed, you pull. The wig falls right into the water. Damn it. I can't put this thing on my head now. What can I do? I guess he's gonna see my hair and send me to the king. What's the worst that can happen anyway? I'll just end up like outsider Wade. Big deal. I ain't some old guy who can't fight back and just submit to his fate. I will fight this. I will get out. Here goes nothing. Well, what now? Are you going to let me up? If that was my purpose, I would have done it back in there. I could care less if you were dressed or not. You see what I am now. What do you want from me? I just want to know why you were bathing out here. Because I had to take a bath. All ladies in waiting are to use the bathhouse. Although I'm not about to seize you for not using the bathhouse. What about my hair? Why would I care about your hair? I am here to make sure you are not up to something. It is my duty to ensure the king's safety, and I will not have mercy on you if you try anything. You seriously have nothing to say about my hair. I do not know what you are trying to accomplish here. I know your appearance may have altered the king's judgment on your actions, but it won't work on me. Sight is just a distraction. I made sure sight would never cloud my judgment long ago. Sight is just a distraction. Wait a second. Is this for real? Staring right into Guardsman Josh's gray, lifeless eyes, you think back. Without looking, the royal guard swayed his body away from your swift attack. You are blind. When you are done stating the obvious, I am still waiting for your explanation. I thought your gray eyes were just Athenian, light color. I'm going to ask you one last time. Why are you not using the bathhouse? We'll just keep our secret outline. I cannot share the bathhouse with anyone else. I have my reasons. I am not trying to do anything bad. I just have to bathe alone. I may be a lowly peasant, but I do not lie. All right, I believe you. Just like that? I can hear your sincerity. Just don't do this again. I guess I have to use Salona's bath after all. Fine, I won't bathe here again. Not that you are not in trouble anymore. You take a good look at the royal guard. Under the moonlight, you can see his grayed out, lifeless eyes looking at nowhere. Even without the shine in his eyes, you can still feel the coercion within. Well, honestly, he is kinda hot. So have you always been blind? How are you so good at fighting? I had been trained to fight since I was a child, and I blinded myself 2 ages ago. Why would he blind himself? But I am not here to tell you about my life. But why? You better go. Charles will be taking over the patrolling shift soon. Well then, good night. The next day. Man, we are tired. We didn't even get to, barely shower, y'all. Bathe, I mean. What happened to your periwig, Blair? It got caught on a bush, so... Geez, Salona. You wouldn't believe what happened last night, Salona. Please don't tell me someone saw your hair. Well, my secret is still safe. In great details, you tell Salona everything that happened last night. From cleaning the balcony to taking the bath in the lake. You tell her how you lost your wig and everything about the blind royal guard. You seriously didn't know he was blind? How would I know? You people and your light-colored features are very confusing to me. Well, that's the whole story anyway. You got lucky, Blair. If it's Royal Guard Charles who saw you, I don't even want to think about that. The most urgent matter right now is your hair. I guess I will have to find another wig. There is no way we can get another periwig, especially not while we're in the palace. I have an idea. Yes? Wait here. I have a bad feeling about this. First, we need to tie up your hair. Nice hair updo, but my hair is still dark in color. I am not done yet. Here. I look ridiculous. Well, that's the best I can do. I guess. Maids do wrap their long hair up in scarves. It is easier to work when your long hair does not get in the way. Well, glad to have found the silver lining of the Queen's punishment. At any rate, it is time to meet Madame Raquel. Zeddy said she didn't like to be disturbed. I'm sure she will like you. Come on, let's go. Your Majesty, Your Graces, Consort Salona. Excuse me, Your Grace. My apologies, I couldn't help noticing your lively lady-in-waiting and her interesting attire. How can you bring shame to Consort Salona dressing like this? We'll gracefully retaliate. Yeah, suck it, B-word. Please excuse me, Your Grace, my attire was assigned by the Queen. As I am to carry out maid duties as well, I chose to wrap my hair up to work more efficiently. It is my duty to serve, not to look beautiful like Your Grace. Right, we're serving looks. At least you do have good eyes. Lady Bianca, I think Blair is trying to say you do nothing but looking pretty. How dare you disrespect me? I'm going to have you... Enough. Consort Salona's lady-in-waiting is still being punished. It is only normal she would be in this attire. She didn't say anything disrespectful either. You asked a question and she answered. Yes, Your Majesty. Ooh. You are my crowned concubine. Act like one. Oof. Of course, Your Majesty. Right, Bianca, shut up. Consort Salona. Yes, Your Majesty? It is not right for a lady-in-waiting to follow you around looking like that. I will let the Queen know. She is going to send in a proper lady-in-waiting gown. We should get Blair a pretty blue dress. Maybe she will end up even prettier than Consort Salona. Upon hearing concubine Bianca's words, Salona's face darkened. Is she trying to drive a wedge between me and Salona? I am honored, Your Grace, but my Lady Salona is not only beautiful, she is also kind, graceful, and intelligent. Such qualities cannot be achieved by just a different set of clothing. I am nothing comparing with Lady Salona, Your Grace. Well said. Her exceptional kindness is what impressed me indeed. Consort Salona is beautiful inside and out. Ooh. Thank you, Your Majesty. I only wish I could be half as beautiful as concubine Bianca. Well, aren't you sweet? As for my lady-in-waiting's attire, I believe it was part of her punishment for disrespecting your majesty. Blair would very much like to keep wearing maid clothing to show her earnestness of redeeming herself. I see. I will not make the arrangements then. King Cletus eyes you up and down. You feel a bit uncomfortable when his eyes meet yours. Your lady-in-waiting may be wearing maid clothing, but she still looks lovely. Time to go. Please excuse us, your majesty. Consort Salona and I have to be on our way. We were on our way to Madame Raquel's, your majesty. I will not keep you then, your majesty. I guess being a madam gets you a place like this. Greetings, my lady. Are you Madame Raquel's lady-in-waiting? Her grace prefers to live alone. I am Dawn, a maid assigned to the royal quarter. So you were like me, Zeddy and Raven. No, I only serve Her Majesty, Madame Raquel, and Madame Dolores. So you are a high-class maid. Got it. This is such a beautiful court. It is unlike any places I have seen in the palace. Madame Raquel was a princess from Zubia. The king had this built in the Zubian way. Her grace must be very important to his majesty. Indeed, his majesty was gripped by Madame Raquel's unique beauty. Please excuse me, my lady. Are you here to see Madame Raquel? Yes, I am. Please allow me to notify her grace. Madame Raquel must be so beautiful. For real, he built this fancy court just for her. I will never be able to get half as much affection from his majesty. Don't talk like that, Salona. The king obviously likes you a lot. Consort Salona is here to see you, your grace. Isn't she the one with that lady-in-waiting who caused a ruckus in the draft? Yes, your grace, she's the one. Her lady-in-waiting is here too, in maid clothing. If the queen sent her to me instead of mentoring her, she must not want her on night attendance. Her majesty knows I do not associate myself with the consorts. The fact that the lady-in-waiting is wearing maid clothing speaks a lot. How would you like to proceed, your grace? I will not go against the queen. Tell her I am resting. Yes, your grace. Man, she can't just help us, like, for real? Whatever. Madame Raquel is resting, my lady. I understand. I shall wait for her grace. I'm afraid it will be a long wait, my lady. I have to see Madame Raquel for my training. I will wait for her grace outside. As you wish. Meanwhile, at Queen Mara's chamber. Thank you for this beautiful necklace, your majesty. I shall treasure it. Empresses have to dress according to their ranks, or I would have given you a pretty dress. It may not look like much, but I had it specially made for a reason. This necklace on top of your pretty face should be enough to make you stand out among all the consorts. Thank you so much, my queen. I don't know what to say. I shall not disappoint you, my queen. Shall we continue the training? You have learned well, but night attendance training is not to be rushed. I want to see the new blossoms at the garden. Walk with me? It would be my honor, your majesty. Oh, your majesty. Here for the blossoms too, Madame Dolores? Indeed, your majesty, it is a waste if no one comes to admire them. Concubine Velia would not come out. Ever since she was with child, I had to drag her out for some fresh air. Being pregnant does not take away your ability to walk or work. You can be productive even when you are bearing a child. Girl, shut up. You can't even have kids. Like, you don't even have one, so be quiet. What? Of course, your majesty. I know, Mara, your lazy butt was sitting on the throne and doing nothing, so I don't know what you mean, but okay. Concubine Velia has been knitting, your majesty. Concubine Velia ought to do more than that. She set a better example for the empresses, especially the new consorts. Girl, what do? You just yell at people. I do not want to see any more spoiled empresses just because they are with children. you talking about yourself, Mara? Because you should really look at yourself in the mirror. Yes, your majesty, I shall resume my duties at once. Come, consort Roxanne. Don't worry, Velia, the queen will look past this eventually. She will never forgive me. You cannot control that. She has no right to treat you like this. She is our queen. She has every right to do anything she wishes to me. This is all my fault. No, Velia, stop thinking like that. You could not have stopped it even if you tried. Cheer up, Velia. Everything will be fine. Shall we head back? So there you go, 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. As you said, age changes every 4 winters, then each of your age is 4 years of my time. You are 20 years old, Solona. You are older than me. How long have we been sitting here according to your time? I don't have my watch, but it has to be a couple hours already. You do realize Madame Raquel is just avoiding you, right? Yes, Blair, but I have to do this. Maybe this is a test of my patience, my determination. Maybe. Look, there are 2 women outside Raquel's court. Why would anyone come to see Madame Raquel? Shall we go talk to them? I don't know, Blair, maybe? Solona, we've got company. Your Graces? I am Madame Dolores. It is an honor, Your Grace. And you must be Concubine Velia and Concubine Gwen. You are one of the new consorts, aren't you? Yes, Your Grace. I am Consort Solona, and this is my lady-in-waiting, Blair. Why is your lady-in-waiting dressed like a maid? Blair is being punished for disrespecting the king and the queen during the draft. Consider you are still alive, you got lucky. Of course, yes, Your Grace. After everything I had said, I am lucky to be alive. I have heard the rumors. You are a lively one indeed. Consort Solona is lucky to have you. I feel the same, Your Grace. So why are you two waiting outside Madame Raquel's court? Her Majesty had us seek out Madame Raquel for my knight attendance training. Of course she would. Right, because Mara's a B-word. You poor girl. Madame Raquel does not associate with other empresses. At this rate, you will never have your training. However, as a madam, I can train you. That's great news, Solona. I really appreciate this, Your Grace, but Her Majesty, training new consorts is our duty. The Queen cannot punish me for carrying out my duty. Come over to my court tomorrow. We will start the training. Yes, Your Grace, thank you. I shall retire to my court now. Of course, Your Grace. At least Dolores is nice. I really thought all these empresses were evil. I guess there are some nice ones, right? I don't think Madame Raquel is evil. She's just looking out for herself, like Mara. Zeddy did say Madame Dolores is concubine Bianca's half-sister. I would be careful, Solona. I am just going to have my training. Do not worry about me, Blair. Anyway, you should get ready for your maid duties. I'm going to look around tonight, see if I can find that relic room. Just be careful. Careful is my middle name. You finish up your maid duties with Zeddy and Raven, and head off to locate the relic room. Where would the relic room be? I wonder if it is near the king's chamber. These medieval people really need to have smaller palaces and better toilets. And showers. Like, come on, like, give the maid a room. You all are rich. The least y'all can do for all the work we do. Man, look at his mug. It might be one of these rooms, but how can I check? You're about to get caught, girl. No. What are you doing here? I got lost. Could you tell me how to get back to the consort quarter? You are in the royal quarter. I think you are well aware of that. You are here to assassinate His Majesty. Whoa, hang on. I was just walking around. I did not know His Majesty was around here. Royal Guard Charles eyes you up and down with a smirk on his face. You're nasty. How can I talk this out? Look, I am new to the palace. I just wanted to explore. If I were here to assassinate the king, would I be wearing a dress and coming unarmed? You can be wearing your maid clothing as a disguise to get here. Hiding a weapon is very easy under a dress like that. There is no weapon on me. There is only one way to find out, isn't it? The royal guard approaches and starts ripping your clothes. I know you're not about to. Y'all, we'll punch his face. You are going to regret this. I have to fight for my life this time. Royal Guard Charles delivers a quick yet powerful punch. The attack comes so quickly that you cannot dodge it, even with years of karate training. I know he's not laughing. We are going to get revenge for this. Dazed by his attack, you can feel your consciousness slowly fading away as this royal guard starts undressing you. You are so beautiful. I have wanted to do this since I first laid eyes on you. You are disgusting. Leave her alone, right. Back up.